welcome back to another part of this series of Diamond Art. If you'd like to see the full playlist, then please head to the playlist titled Diamond Art and I will put all the ones similar to this one there. Okay, let's get down into it. This year, for before and after school care, I've also decided to track who wins in all of my games. Not who loses, but what is the rating of a particular game that I have. How this is set up, you may ask, and the answer to that is I YOLO'd it, but now we have a good idea on how everything is set up. So first off, we bought a little booklet in addition to our HP booklet that we got from the Advent Calendar in 2024 from Smiggle that has wins for different sites. So site B is on one side, then site E is on the other side and flipped over. At the moment, in terms of sites, we have been at site E for 14 hours for before school care and 21 hours for after school care so far this year. Then at site B, we have been at after school care for 60 hours and before school care for 46 hours. So to say that I have spent most of my time at site B is an understatement. So the track who has won the most, I first write down the wins in the little logical book, then I write down people's ratings of games in the blue sparkly booklet that has a cat on it. If you're an avid viewer of mine, I should have unboxed those or shown them in the new thing series on short stories. But yes, first of the kids, as we are playing, I write down who wins, then I write down the ratings of said game for each person who played. So I ask them, out of 10, how would you rate this game? 10, I would play it again and again, and 0, I never want to play it again. There are some people who have rated them 0, so that's why we ask. The reason we get ratings is so that if a kid is to come on a day that I will be there, then I can cater for a couple of kids depending on what their rating was and not just basing it on memory. To that end, I have set up a couple of different documents and spreadsheets to keep track of everything in terms of wins. So in the HB book, we track the games that require points for a bunch of different people, but only some, like the Spin Some for Dim Sum game, Sushi OG, Sushi D, Deluxe, Pickup Sticks, and the Donut game. For those above games, I put who played and how many points each person got. In terms of the amount of times I played them in the year 2025, I played Sushi OG 79 times from start to finish and does not count the times we started a round but did not get to the end for any reason. I finished Pickup Sticks 9 times, we played the Donut game 18 times, and we played Sushi Deluxe 9 times, and played Spin Some for Dim Sum 8 times. Evidently, the newer the game, the less time we have spent playing it. Seeing as I got Sushi OG first, that is the one that has the most plays. But seeing as we got Stick second, I would assume I played that the second most, but the stats say that I played the Donut game more, so I guess that the Donut game is very similar to Sushi OG in the fact that you also gaining points, but each card does something different, and some cards don't give you points at all. Also, for this one, you have to be aware of what your opponents are doing as well. So that is what is in the HP book. For the logical line book, there are different sites, and for site B, we have been operating that for weekly wins, my wins, and then how many times we played ... A separate document for each, but the last one is done on a spreadsheet. Then for the rating book, so the shiny blue book, it has their name and their rating out of 10, so that gets translated into a spreadsheet, and with people's names to the left, and then the games that I have and the ratings that they give. The kids who have played the most of my games have rated most of them already, like Horatio, Adam, and Akia, but slowly getting the rest in as well. It just helps me decide when deciding what games to bring, because if I know that they are 100% not going to touch it, it would be better to bring it on a day that they aren't here. And also, we have been doing this thing called requests, where they can request the game. I've said that you can only request one game per week, or like you can't request the same game for 2 consecutive weeks, because otherwise that's just boring, you know. But yeah, so we have been doing requests. We'll see how that goes going into the future, but for now that's what we have so far. Okay, next time we are going to yap about what type of categories we have, and the next time that we have a long section to go through, so yeah. Alrighty, if you'd like to see more of these types of things, please subscribe and stay posted. Your support means so much. Thank you and bye bye.